quarantine.
It's not day now.
What day is it?
Oh, am I? It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a week. You're right.
I don't know how long. It's been a couple days, but we're back to cloudy, dreary. Don't even like these cloudy days. But anyway, it's supposed to rain all day, so we're gonna take a small walk. Maybe the truck will get washed now. And just try to be outside a little bit before it starts raining. Waiting on Slowpoke over there. I'm going for a walk. 3 hours later, she's still in the doorway. Anyway, just got up. Literally just got up. Got her coffee. Going for a walk. Oh. Going down here to the dumpster. So exciting. To the dumpster. The birds are loud. If I'd be quiet, you'd hear them. One right above her head. Okay, going for a walk. Why are you walking around the bag? Tell the world.
Just cleaning up a little bit. There's a lot of like micro trash.
She's out here cleaning up the campground.
Cleaning up my yard.
I'll be truthful and say I'm not helping. She's doing it all by herself. Cleaning up the environment. It's cold and wet out here, and I don't trying to pick up no trash. Somebody burned that tree. Why would you do that? Honestly, if everybody did this, it would make a huge difference. So, but I can't take credit for nothing I'm not doing. So, hey, they burned that tree too, didn't they? Why? Oh, where'd that come from?
Well, you're not supposed to have these out in the LBO.
Okay. Continue. Yep. Another good day. Why are you over there playing in the mud? She's over there picking up cans. What was that? That looked horrible. What was that?
It looked like a strap.
from here it looked gross. I didn't know. Looked like a dead octopus or something. Yeah, it's a ratchet strap.
It's really rusty.
Yeah. I'm trying to catch these couch we hear on here, but every time I turn the camera on, they don't make no noises. This place is full of couch, ain't it?
What's that?
Full of couch?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Every night. I mean, we just heard a bunch of them now.
Yeah, I was hoping we'd catch them, but they're being quiet on me. As soon as I turn this off, they'll start yapping. Never fails. Come on, you silly dog. Okay, I'm gonna pause it. Maybe if I hear them, I'll turn it back on. So we're just out riding around today on the back roads. Found an old cemetery. This is, I can't hardly read this. Maybe y'all can read it. Eli B. Ingram. Born January 27th, 1826. Died June 23rd, I want to say it's 98, I think. That's a pretty old grave. We're out in the middle of nowhere, probably, I'd say a good 5 miles from the main road.
Yeah.
Something like that, but a lot of these are newer. When I say newer, like that one, 2004. There's like this one section right here looks
Looks like it might be really old. That's the ones I'm interested in. Bulis, I don't know how you say it, Higgins. Born 1894, died 1916. Here's Roscoe. I don't think you see that because we're facing the sun, but son of J.A. Caroline Higgins. Born May 3rd, 1891, died May 7th, 1898. He left this world of sin and woe. God called for him, and he had to go. Oh wow, here's Lenny. Daughter of the same person, J.A. and Caroline Higgins, born 1883. 2 years after this previous one we just looked at right there. And died May 8th, 1998. Holy cow, died the day after. Same year, same month, just 1 day later. Here for now rest with Jesus dear. So they lost both their kids the same. This one here is like brother and sister.
What's that?
This one here is brother and sister. This is a guy that was born May 3rd, 1891 and died May 7th, 1898. This is his sister because they have the same parents.
Yeah.
Born June 2nd, 1893, which is a couple years after him, but died the day after him, May 8th, 1898. So it must have been like an accident. Something, I don't know what it would be, but.
Well, it looks like it's a lot of the same thing.
Oh, here's their other kid, Lonzo, son of J.A. and Carolyn Higgins, which is the same as this one here. Died May 9th, 1 day after her. That one died May 7th, May 8th, and this one died May 9th, same year. I'm pretty sure they're all brother and sister.
That's weird.
Because they have the same parents. Or the same names on there, J.A. and Caroline Higgins. It's pretty interesting. So it's Roscoe, Lenny, and Alonzo, if I'm saying that right. Huh. I'm curious what the story is of that. Some of these are pretty old. You can't hardly even read them. There's some here that just looks like kind of homemade, just like stones in the ground. Here's John Folks, born in 1827, died in 1888. That's odd. I'm assuming they're my brother and sister and they all died 1 day apart. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I wonder if I'm curious what happened. Here's another 1893 when it passed. W.E. Foley, if I'm saying it right. Born in 1863, died in 1916. Wow, this one looks pretty old. Let's see what this one is. I can't hardly read it, but it's Cosin. Birdie, I believe his name. Cosin. It's really worn. I can't hardly read it. Oh, this one has a picture. Millie F. Bannister. Born 1863, died in 1932. It actually has a picture of her. Them are the ones I like because I can actually see, you know, it's not just a name. I can actually see who I'm looking at. Pretty neat. I'm gonna pause this and check out some more of these. I don't want to bore you too much. I enjoy the history behind it. And yeah, if I find anything cool, I'll bring you back. I've been finding some Civil War ones. Oh yeah, you can't see now. Older Civil War, and here's a Civil War one. N.L. Barnett, Private Civil War, born in 1841, died in 1925. So he made it out of Civil War, alive that is. Here's a bunch of old ones. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read them. They look pretty old though. Yeah, they're really worn. That one passed in 1897. I can't really read the name. This one's also hard to read. It's Barnett. It looks like the last name is. Died in 1899. Wow. This is a really old cemetery. Dora Barnett, April 12th, born 1874, died in 1888. So she wasn't very old, she was a teenager. Martha Rhodes, born in 1847, died in 1893. She wasn't very old either. Some of these, they've got new stones, it looks like, put out here. That one passed in 1882. And some of these are just like, you know, rocks. I don't know, there's no writing on them, so. I see a couple over here in the tree line. We'll go see. I'm sure there's probably people buried right here. Their tombstones are gone. There's a bunch over here in the woods. Clea, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. She died in 1918. Here's another Civil War one though. George Orr, COC, I don't know what that stands for, but Kentucky Cavalry, Civil War 1833 to 1879. Another Civil War down here. He made it through the Civil War because he died in 1925. Richard DePriest, Private, Perry County, Civil War, 1835, 1825. He's almost 100 years old. 90 something. I bet there's more out there. I'm not going to stopping out there today, but I guarantee there is more out there. Where are we going?
Geocache.
Got us tromping through this mud.
Yeah, unfortunately it's pretty wet out here, but...
Actually, I'm going to go out and explore this. It's supposed to be wet schools and
yes.
or not, they're not here now, but where they used to be.
Old community and old school.
Yeah. This area we're in, which most of y'all know, used to be farms and communities and schools and children, and our great government that we have ran them all off. That's a whole different story. Y'all have heard me preach about that before, so we'll leave that alone. You know how I feel about that. Anyway, I stepped. Got my shoe all muddy. Luckily it didn't get wet. It'll dry. But it looks like we got a little bit of a hike, so I'm gonna pause this for now and then bring you back when we get there. We found a marker where this is, I guess, is where the school used to be. The other marker was for the church.
Yeah, I think so.
But this one is Young's Grove School. This was the African American community?
Yep. We have a photo of the actual students.
Well, here's a lot of footpath here. I'm gonna follow it where a lot of people's been walking. In these woods, you can find like remnants of old homes, trash. I found it. I found your geocache, and I'm not telling you. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Where we're at, you can find a bunch of old homes, like trash or whatever, you know, a little bit of the foundations. They're all about gone, but there's still a few out here. So I'm assuming from what she read earlier, this was like a small community here. And then this general area right here was where the school used to be. And somewhere around here is supposed to be a church. There's another marker for a church. Did you find a geocache? Okay. I had to stay away from it because I noticed it when I walked up. It's right. Get at it. There it is, right there. Behind that piece of wood. There's so much foot traffic, it kind of leads you right to it. That one was a little bit easy. Just a little bit easy. I don't see no... I guess all the old school's gone. It was closed down in the 40s, or this area was taken over in the 40s, so it's not like 1800s or nothing, but it's still pretty old. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, like a really big spider in that wood.
Really? They don't bother the wood. Makes sense, don't I walk the spider web? We found a cool one yesterday, and I thought I took a picture of it, and then for some reason my phone acted silly and didn't save it, so I'm showing this one on here. It was like a, if y'all know what an ammo case is, it was in an ammo case. It was a lot better than this one. Oh, this is property of the U.S. Forestry Service. So the forestry does this?
Youngs Grove Community Cache. This is so cool.
So that's the map of the area?
Yeah, so this is, where are we at? There's the cemetery.
We're
The
on
first
the
one
left.
is the school, and then the church is going to be just a little bit further down the road.
We're on the opposite side of the road.
Well, I think this is the road. We're just, so like when we went to the cemetery on that loop, this is the road. So we stopped here first, and then a little further is the church.
Yeah, it's on the opposite side of this path we're on. Sign it.
There's only two in, well, I guess that makes sense why there's only so much. Everybody's in isolation.
Yep. Got the Corona juice flying around. I want to see where the church is the next marker. Let's see if I can see it from here. Theoretically, it should be right over there somewhere. I don't know. I'm just taking a very uneducated guess. Do you see it? We're looking for a pole like that in there. We're looking for a pole like that. I don't know. I'm sure it's there. I'm just not seeing it at the moment. Anywho, I'm gonna pause this because it's getting kind of, you've seen a tree before. I'll be back. We found the church, or found the marker. Not really the church, but the marker, which is pretty neat. Youngs Grove Free Will Baptist Church. The Youngs Grove Free Will Baptist Church. So in theory, somewhere in this area was a church. I wouldn't think it'd be down in a hill like that, but it may have been. I don't know. I don't see no remnants of a building or anything. Yeah. I don't see nothing down there. It looks like. Curious where it might have been. Maybe it actually sat right here. So there could have been some houses and stuff over here if it was brought closer to the community. Ooh, it's getting hot today. And it's It's only March. It's not even close to summer yet. Okay. We're out here tromping around these weeds. I found a tick yesterday. Not yet today though. Wow, the sun's warm. It's only March. July, I'm gonna die. Be the end of the world. Alright, we're gonna pause it. You can only look at so many trees. We'll be back.
School.
Talking about the old school.
Old Woodson Chapel School.
Here's the Woodson Chapel School. The foundation's still here. See, it zigzags around. It's pretty neat. Right here's the front steps. I'm assuming it's the front. It could be the back steps. I don't really know. Boop, boop, boop. How many kids have been in this school? Actually, it wasn't a very big school if you think about it, because right there's the foundation. It's actually a small school. Maybe this is front steps. I guess maybe this could have been the front steps. I don't know. They seem bigger. That's pretty neat. I would like to do some metal detecting around here. That'd be pretty cool. You didn't find it yet? No. I see that. I was too busy looking at the school building, or the old foundation.
You're looking for an ammo can hidden near the former site of the school. So I think it's going to be a big one.
How many feet away are we?
It's a regular size. We're 14 feet.
14 feet.
It's a big thing. So it's probably in this thing.
Found it. Bink, bink. But I'm looking at this other brick and stuff right here. Here's a more concrete. There's some more brick. That might have been a, I was going to say outhouse, but that'd been a fancy old outhouse with that brick. You didn't get it out? It's a huge geocache. Kind of like the one we found the other day I took a picture of, but I lost the picture.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to it. It's windy out here too, but it's pretty. As soon as everything greens up. Ow! Briar got me. I got my wood trumping shorts on.
Big old Geo. Ow! I took me to the right and the thorn.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to get over here.
Ow! I walked in the same one. I should have had my pants on. Somebody put sunglasses in there.
There's a lot of cool toys. This is fun.
Yep.
Bag of pens. I've seen a couple of these they're like tags, I guess. Found by a train clock.
2006. Huh. That's pretty neat code.
Sign it and let it go. Woodson Chapel School. Very official. First one was 2010.
That's what the last one was.
3-hour drive from Stephanie? Oh, Stephanie ground here to Golden. Thanks for the hide. Okay, let's see. Can you smell that?
Yeah.
This smells good.
Must have been the tacos.
No.
Oh, you mean the pine needles?
Just cash back. Beautiful day. 326. Oh no, I gotta use my antibacterial.
That was the day?
The Corona hasn't. The juices, yeah.
That was the day.
Oh no, it wasn't.
It's crazy.
I don't know, but it's not 26. Today.
Must have been the people we ran into. Anywho, you can see that light area, that's the water. Not so much the lake, it's just like a bay inlet. Some people call them eddies or coves, a bunch of names for it, but I call it water. That's what I call it. This would be a cool spot to hang out for the day if it wasn't for the spooky cemetery over there. I like the old school. I want a metal detector out here. But we're in a national forest, they won't let you do it, unfortunately. I have snuck around and done it a little bit out here, but not very much. Not very much. We're supposed to be gearing up firewood for a campfire tonight. I've been slacking on that. Been out trail riding. Old Betty's sitting over there, needs a bath. Yep. Yes, she does. Did you put it back? Quit playing with the snakes. I think the school, that was probably the entrance there because the steps are bigger and not them little ones I came in over here. Yeah. That was probably the front. Just think of all the little kids. I guess.
Yeah.
Little kids. Here's some more concrete. I don't know what it would have been, but. So this being sloped downhill, it just seems odd. I guess the play area might have been behind it.
I feel like the play area would have been over here though, because I'm just thinking if I was a kid and I went to school across the street from the cemetery, we'd be telling spooky stories all day.
You think that was there then? I don't know. I'm just
I feel like it. Well, I guess it's
be a creepy place to have a school, wouldn't it? Maybe, I don't know. I like the.
If the chapel is cool, I mean, I feel like the church was always close to the.
It's church school. I thought it was just a school. I didn't know it was a church school.
I think it's Woodson Chapel. Woodson Chapel School.
Of course, this is here. I'm gonna guess like this place got took over in the 40s, so this is probably like from the 30s or something.
Yeah.
Again, that's just a random guess. I'm not saying it was, but I do know this woods area we're in was taken over in. Where the project started in 52, so probably like 47, 48, something like that. So it's at least from the 40s anyway. We can go back that far. It's pretty neat. I would love the metal detector here, all the little coins and gadgets you'd find.
I was curious because this is the Woodson Chapel former site.
Well, that says in memory of church, school, community.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what kind of clue that would be, but seems like a clue. Anyhow, we're gonna explore a little bit. I think this road dead ends, don't it? And
I'm sorry, I was trying to read about I'm trying to figure out more about the chapel now.
just
Cool.
talking to myself.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
These caches, they're pretty cool out here because they give you a lot of history of the area. So I was just trying to figure out once you mentioned whether or not I would.
See, them tombstones over there don't look like super old. I see one or two from right here. I mean, I see one or two that look kind of pretty old. But that gate's actually locked, so I'm not gonna. No, it ain't. It's a bunch of cord. If they're locked, I don't go in them. But if they're accessible, I'll go in and check them out. Anyhow, let's go to the end of the road and see what that car's doing. I'm recording you.